Hello again everyone. In this part of Let's Play The Secret of Monkey Island, we're going to complete the second trial, thievery. So first, let's have the private leaders remind us what that's about.
How do you fare, swordsman?
Tell me again about pilfering the idol.
The governor keeps the idol of many hands in a display case in the mansion outside the town.
You'll have to get past the guards, naturally. The tricky part will be getting past the dogs outside. Hey, they're a particularly vicious breed. They might be able to drug him or something.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
So what we need first is to get something that can drug the dogs from that outside, and there's something in the kitchen that will help us with that.
Hey, you can't come back here.
But as before, we have to wait for the cook to get out of the kitchen before we can go in. There he goes, and here we go. And here's the meat. Dogs like meat, so that's what we'll use to feed to the dogs after we've found something to drug it with. Our drugs we will find outside of the town back in the forest.
Aye, this better be important.
And we have a random sword fight. Okay,
Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way.
we can ignore that there, and let's try and get to the fork. Here we are in the forest, up here. And we can find these yellow flowers. Let's see what they are.
My, what an unusually bright yellow they are.
Bright yellow flowers, pick them up. And in our inventory we can use these flowers with a hunk of meat. And now we have meat with condiment.
It's some sort of meat or meat-like substance.
Coming back out here, we get back to the island map and back to the village. The governor's mansion is all the way on the other side of the village, where we haven't been that far yet.
Seems like it's always 10 o'clock on this island. Creepy.
The first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go down this alley now where the voice was calling to us before.
Hey, you!
Hello? Anybody in here? Hello?
You know, bad things could happen to a person in a dark, deserted alley like this one. And at this time of night, nobody would be around to see it.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Well, see ya.
Now, why are you in such a hurry? I'd better get your name.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty pirate.
Listen, Peepwood.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, whatever your name is, listen. I'm the sheriff around here. Sheriff Fester Shinetop. Take it from me. This is a bad time to be visiting Melee Island. A very bad time. My advice to you is to find somewhere else to take your vacation. Somewhere safer.
Boy, I feel much better knowing there's an officer of the law around.
So after meeting with the sheriff we can come back to the street and carry on this way out to where the governor's mansion is, out of town. And along the path here, and there are the guard dogs. Deadly piranha poodles.
I don't think I can get past them.
But if we give them the meat,
Important notice. These dogs are not dead. They are only sleeping. No animals were harmed during the production of this game.
it's very good to know that we haven't killed any dogs here. But now they're asleep, we can go past them and into the mansion. And here is the governor's mansion.
A priceless Ming.
Nice Ming vase, let's steal that as well. And over here we have lots of other things.
No time for reading now.
And a nice door at the top of the stairs,
This door appears to be locked.
which is locked, so let's not go through that door, let's come over here. Look at the painting.
I don't recognize the man, but he has a great hat.
There's a very nice hat there. Let's now go through this door.
This looks like a job for Fester Shinetop.
And it's the sheriff again.
Better leave this here.
Hypnotise Quarrelsome Rhinoceros.
No! Not the red button!
Look at tremendous yak.
It's a big, ugly, hairy yak wearing some wax lips.
Push the tremendous, dangerous
can't
looking
move it.
yak. Now try pulling it.
I can't move it.
Pick up the staple remover and use that on the yak. Didn't mean to do that. But now we can find some books. The Manual of
I'll
Style.
need this. I must be nuts.
Certainly are. We have the wax lips now.
Heck! Gophers!
Fortunately there's some gopher repellent there which we can use on the gopher. And the other gopher. And the gopher horde. And also the funny little man.
It's beautiful.
That's where the idol is.
I can't open it.
We can't
Uh-oh!
unlock it yet. But we can pick up a heavy chair and use it on the sheriff.
That should hold him for a while. If only I had a file, I could get the idol.
So now we've escaped the sheriff, but we need a file in order to open the display case containing the idol. So let's leave the mansion and come back to town to find the file. The place to do that is in here. The prison. Let's talk to the prisoner. He might have one.
You gotta get me out of here! I'm a victim of society!
Not to mention halitosis. Ugh.
Hey, it's hard to keep my breath minty fresh when there's nothing to eat in here but rats.
Talk to Death Breath? No thanks.
Now, we can't talk to the prisoner yet, because we need to make sure his breath doesn't smell nearly as awful as it does now.
Hey, where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again.
Let's see if he's got any files.
What do you want?
Do you have files?
Did you mean hanging files or nail files?
Yes.
Ah, sorry, fresh out of those. What else do you want?
No files, but he does have breath mints.
I could really use a breath mint.
Whew, you're telling me. Here, take one. Please. Take the whole roll. That'll be 1 piece of 8. What else do you want?
I think I'd just like to browse.
Oh, be my guest, Fancy Pants.
So now we have breath mints, we can give them to the prisoner and we might be able to talk to him.